Right, next we have Mtlatsi Mushidi and Joseph Ntuli from Boschkop. And Joseph will tell you more about Boschkop. That is a farm school. And he's not the only Plaasjapie in our circle, but Alfie will tell you later about that farm school. We actually have 3 farm schools. Thank you, Joseph and Mtlatsi.
Thank you, Madam.
Where's the mic? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, as it was indicated, my name is Mtlatsi Mushidi. I was born and bred in the Diamond village of Kalinen. I'm the founder and owner of a family-owned business that's 60% owned by the lady of the house. Yeah, why I decided to join the program. Firstly, it was to plow back to my community. I'd like to quote the words of the Zanders when they were approached by Dr. Van Rijn to come and assist with this dream. What they said is that our smallest action and most modest words matters. So as I said that I wanted to plow back to my community to assist my fellow partner here to be able to reach his goals. Secondly, it was for personal growth, for me to grow as a person. And again, I would like to quote words from Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, when he said, "The person who stops studying merely because he has finished school is forever hopelessly doomed to mediocrity, no matter what may be his calling. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge." Yeah, the session that we had in our group, they were most fulfilling, and it was very interactive and empowering sessions. Now I'll say I am in a better understanding of how the public school function, the roles and responsibilities of the principal, the SGB, SMMTs, parents, as well as the community. Before I embarked on this journey, I had little knowledge of how the public schools operate. Again, the circle members, they will tell you that I think I'm one of the quietest that is in the whole group. So most of the time what I was doing is that I was listening more. So basically what happened is that I was able sort of to improve on my listening skill. And again, I'd like also to quote the words from the Zanders on the video, on their video Art of Possibilities. This is what the Zanders said about listening. They said that listening creates opportunity for contribution. Again, what they said is that listening allows possibilities. Again, with regard to what we have learned, I'll mention that the 10 components of the thinking environment. It was quite interesting. It was quite an interesting session. I think you'll have to bear with me because at times I tend to stutter, but yeah. This is the 10 components of the thinking environment. It was quite an opener for me. And again, what I'll do, I'll also sort of, that is the Zanders, they accentuate the 10 components of the thinking environment by saying that we as leaders, we create the space and the opportunity for others. Again, they highlight that as leaders, we awaken possibilities in others. Furthermore, as leaders, we create an environment where everyone can flourish and be heard. And these are some of the principles that we have learned with our 10 components as well as the community building exercise. That is with regard to the flawless consulting. Currently, I'm busy reviving my consulting company, that is Mushidi Consulting Services. That will be focusing on providing advisory services for small, medium, and micro enterprises. And basically, that is the principle that one has learned with flawless consulting. I will be able sort of to apply most of the principle to be able to run a better practice. And with regard to the community building training course, I think most of the circle members, they enjoyed quite a lot the what-if scenario planning. As it assists you to be able sort of to apply. That is different solutions. That is for the challenges that you're currently facing in your business or at your school. In conclusion, I'd like to say that it was very empowering, and I'll forever be grateful. That is to Petra Diamonds as well as to Partners for Possibility, enabling me to be part of this big occasion. I'd like to now introduce Mr. Ntuli, that is the principal of Boschkop Primary School. Mr. Joseph Kosala Ntuli, he started his teaching career in 1984, and he joined the Boschkop Primary School in 1988. He became principal of the same school in 2014. Mr. Ntuli, the stage is yours.
Colleagues, good morning. Partners, and then the two directors, the predecessor and the successor, they are here. We welcome you and thank you for coming and observing us when we rather putting across the achievement that has been brought by your baby, which is the PFP. And then I will also express my sincere greetings to the colleagues from other districts, and then the sponsors who make this project or program be a success. The speaker here, it has been introduced by the partner already, Mr. Ntuli from Boschkop Primary Farm School, which has been changed by the PFP not to be a farm school anymore. You still remember our coordinator said the plus Japi. And then when you internalize your plus Japi and then you intend to be a plus Japi, you remain a plus Japi because you don't want to meet other people. So I suppose what I'm saying already, it embraces and then gives the reasons why I made it to join the PFP. Colleagues, the reason that make me to join the PFP, it stands there was a isolation which makes you to be a more plus Japi, and then there was a poverty. We know that if you are far from maiden crowd, you cannot access some other successes and other resources that other people access. And then in order to access those things, we have to bring other people who are advanced or who can show you the way, or who can take you by hand and then give you a support in order to get a better life. It means that the networking, and then to put our school on the map, and then again to expose the school to CPOs, community-based community business organizations, NGOs, and even the sponsors which are having the interest in education, that make me to join this. And then what did I learn by joining this? What has been the impact? As it has been indicated that for the first time we were in isolation, we were able to meet other principals from the township suburbs, and then even the businessmen who are from Pretoria, and then we are from Boschkop and Kalinen, and then we are able to share knowledge, and then we are able, the knowledge that you get from other people or from other principals which of the schools that are already advanced, they are able, because as and when we have been attending our COP meetings with our coordinator, the meeting, it was rather taken from one school to another in order to know those schools and then tell you how can you improve that particular school in this sector or in this department. The COP once visited my school, and then they can tell you that in this world there is no bigger and very wonderful COP like a school like a farm school like Boschkop. It was the most it's the most beautiful and wonderful school. Right. There was a training course and the COP practice that has made us to change, and then the approach to our staff and community and sponsors, it is now different. You know, we have learned the skills of communication and listening and thinking and sharing of ideas resulted in the COP ownership and responsibility for running the school effectively and efficiently, which the whole culture and the atmosphere at the school has changed, and then the SMT and teachers, learners, and more are now motivated, and then the behavior have changed to all the stakeholders, meaning that from the community, the parents, and then the SMT, they are now owning the school, so they are more motivated now. Right. The work that, or our story with my partner here, we have established a relationship of trust with a stranger. We are now friends that are able to think out of the box together. And then my partner showed up and gave a practical support when my car was lost. It took me from pillar to post trying to make the shopping with me so that no principal should walk to school when the other teachers are driving flashy cars. You will be undermined. So other big learning has been tolerated, patience and trust within the circle. That is what all we learn. I mean, colleagues, it was not a luxury for us to join this PFP or to be the part and parcel of this. Those are the things that we achieve and get from being the partners. And then remember, my partner told you that it's a man of less weight. And then I want to encourage my partner that action speaks louder than words. As long as you are acting and then talking more, we will be realizing the results. Right. The challenges beside the infrastructure issues that were identified, we are still having unemployment and hunger at the farm school, and then the position of our school to attract more gifts, and then the parents' participation, vision and mission statement of school and were not well developed and clear. So there was also the road sign issues and the Wi-Fi. Most of the Tshwane schools are having the access to the Wi-Fi, but those farm schools that Mariette mentioned here, Boschkop and Kutumela, and perhaps the Tshwane school, we are not having the access to this. And then the signs that have been drawn at the school zones, where they are showing that the learners or kids will be jumping here at this time, it is not happening at the farm school. So we want to bring the relevant authorities on the board so that they can start assisting us in that particular regard. Actually not assisting us, but try to put those things even at the farm school. Not only the township schools and suburb schools should benefit from those things, from those kind of services. Mariette Farm School is not like you will bear with me if I'm talking beyond the stipulated time. Né? Farm school is always a farm school. Right. The achievements, all right. The achievements and the work that we done, we hosted the classroom, the outside classroom day on the 7th November 2019, where our main focus was to revive our vegetables garden, and experts believe that outdoor learning improves children's health, engages them with the learning, and leads to a greater connection with nature. Learners are now spending more time outside at least 3 hours and more per week, being engaged in the taking care of and expanding the vegetables garden, collecting litter, watering newly planted trees, performing plays, singing and playing netball. It was a refreshing exercise enjoyed by all the participants on those days. So another focus area was designing the school's profile. The PFP, together with the Better Africa, provided the platform and framework to create our website. The principal managed to create the login details, and he is able now to work on the system. So a lot of information has been captured, and essential photos and videos uploaded. Mariette, you can show them there. We have already had a very good reaction from the community members. Our school, profoundly, it's a black school, but now due to this website, it has automatically started to recruit the white teachers to come and volunteer at our school without any payment. So at the last SGB meeting, a plan was endorsed on how to enhance the parents' participation. The issue of participation, or the mentality of the parents, is to come to school when there is a big meeting, and then they start pointing out the mistakes. But the mentality has been changed, but it is, however, to motivate the parents. We have think of, because at the farm school there is no public transport for the parents to come to school. So we have made the provision of the transport on the day of the meeting, and then the provision of the finger lunch, so that parents can be motivated. And then again, we have put up the suggestion box so that they can put their suggestion on the box, and then we have also embarked on the bulk SMS, so that we can start communicating them with the SMS. And then our vision and mission strategy objectives and value statement project still needs to receive attention, as COVID-19 lockdown restriction meant we were unable to convene parents' meeting, and so we can get input from the stakeholders. We are convinced this will also help with the involvement and participation of the parents. The farm school parents, they are not like any other parents. You cannot organize the meeting and give them the link and say you will be using the Microsoft Teams or the Zoom or the virtual. They want the face-to-face meeting. So this have impacted detrimentally to our program this year. We are unable to talk or to interact with our parents regularly. So, and then insofar as the road signs are concerned, the contractor responsible for the road sign is awaiting the feedback from the Roads and Transport Department, where the study will be, the feasible study will be given and approved by the relevant authorities. And then we are still trying to find the right person at the city of Tshwane that will assist us with the Wi-Fi, so that our learners, and then even the community at large, and then the teachers can be able to Google and make a relevant or a fruitful research for the study or for the preparation of their learners. Another achievement, another important development was the relationship that the school created with the local councillor, and then this relationship, it has made us to access the 1 million from the rainwater, and then it is quite a successful step that has been gained by, the PFP. It does not invite the councillor for us, but it gives us the skill and then the guts that we must start involving the councillors and other people and bring them on the board, as long as they are having the interest in education. So we managed, with the help of the sponsor, to provide food for our learners and their parents during the original stricter lockdown. And then we still at the farm school, the parents, they are also not the farm school but the farm laborers. And then as the farm laborers, they are just earning between the region of 600 and 1,002 for the whole month. So if the learners, they are not eating at school, it means there won't be a food on the table. So the lockdown, it was quite a long period to let the kids stay at home, whereby there is nothing that they can eat. So we ran around and make sure that we get some sponsors for these parents or for this community, so that even if these kids are not coming to school, at least they must be able to access food, to have the food on their table, and then in order to survive. And then until now, all the learners that when the lockdown started, or this COVID-19 started, they are still living. They are with me, coming at the school rotationally. So, and then I would like to thank you, colleagues and partners, for allowing me and listening to me, listening to a plus chappy who makes the plus school to be able to a plus school to be able to network with a better organization and other NGOs. Okay.